Welcome back, covering 20 key actions to increase sales. We're on number 10 and number 9. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button, click the alert button, click the thumbs up. All of these things help with the YouTube algorithm, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, I'm going to put the playlist link in the description below, which covers AAC, the Sales Success Diagram. If you have not listened to this, take a listen to it at the end of this video, because if you're not implementing these 3 things, AAC, doesn't matter how many key action items I give you, it's not going to help you at all if you don't have these implemented appropriately. So you can, again, find that in the playlist, and I'll have that link for you below in the description. Number 10, ask for referrals. So here's the deal. If you have a business and you have customers already, or you get that first customer, right? That means they like you. They trust you. They're giving you a shot. They feel good about the interaction they've had with you, the service that you're offering, even if it's a price point, whether it's you. At some point in time, it's not just price. It should be you, and it's probably going to be you. But again, they're feeling good about everything. You need to ask for referrals. And again, you may not feel comfortable doing that right away because you're like, I'm going to shut up. I don't want to lose the business here. I don't want to offend them. You've got to do it. You're not going to offend them. They get it. And again, you don't have to be, a hard sales, type of, leisure suit wearing, used car salesman, that sleazy type of thing. Not that there's anything wrong with being a used car salesman, right? Know a lot of good salespeople that are in the car industry, but it doesn't matter what that slimy salesperson is. That's not what I'm telling you to do. You should be developing relationships with all of your customers where they feel good about talking to you. They want to talk to you. They look forward to coming in and taking advantage of the service or the product that you're offering, right? It's relational. After you close the deal, maybe you don't do it the first time, especially if it's a repeat business, but just say, hey, Mrs. Jones, would you do me a favor? If you could you think of anybody that you could refer to me? I'd love it if you would, refer me to them, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm just trying to get my business going, as you know, and a lot of times you'd be surprised what they're going to say. Mrs. Jones might reply, you know what, Paul? I already love your service so much. I do tell people about you, right? So that brings me to a second point underneath, ask for referrals. You should implement a referral program that maybe you could just talk about and just say, hey, Mrs. Jones, I appreciate you doing that. By the way, if your referral mentions you, I'm giving away a $10 gift card to Target for any referral that I get from you, just so you know. I'm not forcing you to sell for me. That's not what it's about. But just to show you that I appreciate that you're doing this. So you need to do something like that in terms of getting a referral program together. It can work for any business, right? So maybe they take business cards, hand out business cards, by the way, to any of your customers and say, hey, if you think of anybody that might be able to leverage my service or buy my product, that you think that would enjoy the product and service that I'm offering as much as you, please give them my business card. And again, I have this, $10 gift card to Target or to Amazon, whatever that looks like. But again, best money you could ever think of, and it'll be on their mind, especially the next time they go to Target. They'll think, you know what? I just talked to Aunt Jane the other day, and she might want to take advantage of Paul's, XYZ service. And I could have used that $10 gift card to Target here. So think about that. There's all kinds of creative ways that you can, ask for referrals and be consistent about it. When I've consulted with small businesses before, they've had referral programs. They've been using them well, and it's given them a lot of business. And then they just stop. They don't switch it up. They don't refresh it. They don't do it anymore. So don't just develop one, but keep up with it. And then always, always ask for referrals. All right. Number 9, know your product and service. If you don't know what it is that you're selling and why you're selling it and why it's the best out there, and maybe it's you, maybe it's not anything, new and innovative, but maybe it is you, but you need to know that also. You need to know that you're offering the best customer service, right? Yes, I'm selling an apple. I'm a grocer. I'm selling produce. And yes, the guy down the street is selling produce also. But here's why we're better: because our store is cleaner. Our customer service is better. We keep our aisles clean and mopped. We keep things stocked and in good working order, so it's easy to find. You need to know your product and service like the back of your hand. And again, that comes with, I talked about developing a pitch deck or your elevator speech, right? In terms of what sets you apart, why you're better. If you don't know this, you're in trouble. You're going to decrease your sales at the end of the day, but you have to know why. And maybe this is just a good exercise for you also. Write down a list of things that set you apart from your competitors. That's just encouraging sometimes. If you know you do 10 things better than the guy down the street, you should be able to list those 10 things off quickly and promptly to say, that guy's aisles are always dirty. And you don't have to throw dirt on them, or shade, as I call it, shade and hate. You can just talk about the things that you do well. Our aisles are always clean. Our produce is always fresh. Whatever that looks like, you should be able to list off 10 things of why you're better than anybody else. They'll know. They're probably shopping there without telling you, but they'll know. And you should be able to tell them right away, right? And you should be happy and excited to tell them about that. But that means you need to know why. And I think that that's an encouraging exercise for you to go through, is to be able to list out what separates you and what are the 10 things that put you apart from everybody else and separates you and makes you better. I think that's an important exercise for you to do. That's it for this week. I want to go ahead and encourage you to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, click the alert button, and then also click the playlist button and listen to the sales success diagram video. It's in the playlist, covers the AAC Venn diagram circles that you see below there. Very important that you check that out. These 20 key action items are going to be useless if you don't have AAC implemented in your life. Thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you later.